Yeah. Hi everyone. Good morning and good evening to everyone. Okay, thanks for joining today's some Salesforce online training from SB TechSoft. Our trainer is Subodh. Okay, he will take care for today's demo. Okay, please mute yourself if you have any doubts or you need clarification. You can make unmute, then you can ask your question to Subodh. Okay. Yeah. Subodh, okay, we will give control. Please take over for today's session.
Sure. Thank you, Kishore. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Hi everyone. Good evening and good morning. So yeah. So this is Subodh here. So I will be taking care of the demo session today. So let me introduce myself and then we'll start with the demo. So I'm having around 8 years of experience, having a couple of certification in Salesforce. So I have having multiple different cloud experience. Uh, yeah. I think can you mute yourself? Yeah, that's fine. So so I was talking about myself. So I have worked on the Service Cloud, Sales Cloud, and Communities Cloud and Commerce Cloud. So I have worked on the different clouds. And from last 3 years, I'm completely involved in the training and learning. So basically from last 3 years, I am just giving the corporate trainings mostly. Okay, so yeah, this is all about myself. And yeah, let me share my screen. Okay, so let me share my screen and I can start with the demo session. Yeah. So whenever we talk about the Salesforce, so like whenever we are talking about the Salesforce, what exactly Salesforce is, and what is the demand into the market of the Salesforce. So whenever we talk about the Salesforce, very first thing is coming in our mind is Salesforce is completely cloud-based technology. Whenever we are talking about the cloud-based technology, so many advantages that we can see. Okay, like advantages like whenever we talk about the cloud-based technology, we don't have to worry about the server, we don't have to worry about the database. Okay, so it is the also like Salesforce is also one of the cloud-based technology, where if you have to work on the Salesforce, you don't have to worry to configure your system, you don't have to worry about the software, you don't have to worry about the hardware. Just you need a internet connection and laptop, that's it. And the laptop also only browser we read, and that is it. We don't have to do any configuration of hardware or software. We don't have to do anything. We are just working on the web. So on the web only we are working in Salesforce. Salesforce is nothing but a platform where we are just working. If you want to see how it looks like, let me show you. The login page will look like that of the Salesforce. Login page will looks like that in the Salesforce. Okay, so it will be same for everyone. Either you're working for company, you are learning now, or anyone, for everyone. Like across the world, it will be same. So you have to go and you have to log in with the help of any browser. You can open any browser and you can just log in, and you will be redirecting to the platform. So they will provide a platform. With help of that platform, actually you can build your application. Whatever application you are looking for, you can build your application. Okay, this is a platform. So here they will be giving the option to build your application as per your requirement. So that I will be talking later. Okay, so whenever we talk more about the Salesforce is nothing but a CRM. So whenever we talk about the CRM, it's all about how we are building a relationship between our end user, or you can say your clients. How you are making as a owner, how you are making a relationship, or as a company, how you are communicating to the end user. Okay, so if I take a very simple example, suppose you want to sell a product, you want to sell a product. So what exactly you will be doing? Suppose you have launched the product, so you will be selling the product initially with your friends or with your colleagues or relatives and all, right? So once they are telling that your product is very nice, it's very effective and it's very useful, so obviously we'll think about that we should sell the product across the state, across the city, whatever, like across the country, across the, means, getting my point. So you will be selling, you want to sell your product in broader side, with broader audience. So how you are going to sell? You can't go individually to every state or every country. You can't sell it. That's next to impossible for you. So for that platform. So if you need such kind of platform where you want to sell your product and across the country, so you need some platform. With help of internet only we can sell our product. That's true, right? So for that kind of application, if we need, we will go with the CRM. Very good example, you can say, the Amazon, Flipkart, they are also having a CRM only. If you see their application also, that's also based on the CRM also. What they are doing, they are just keeping their product and they are able to sell it easily because they have provided the platform. So what exactly platform does here? Platform will, what exactly it will do? It will provide, it will make a relationship between an end user and the company's owner or company product seller. Like how you are going to communicate with them. So we have some common platform. So if they want to give a feedback, they can give a feedback and you can review the feedback. Correct. This will be the one common platform for both. Either you are owner of the product, or you are a end user of the product, or you are consumer of the product. Because as an owner, you can't talk to everyone, every of your client. That's next to impossible again. So for that scenario, we need kind of some common platform. So that purpose only we can create a kind of CRM where we can get communication with the end user or consumer. Correct. So that is nothing but a CRM. Okay. So when I talk about more about the Salesforce, it's completely based on the cloud, which we have discussed already. So Salesforce is having very different clouds into the market. So why the Salesforce has acquired the market, that is also one of the reasons, because they are having multiple clouds with them. They're having Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Finance Cloud, Health Cloud, Vaccine Cloud, so many other clouds they are having. So with help of those all clouds, they are basically acquiring the market because they are having clouds in all areas, all domain. So if you go to the Salesforce and if you want to buy a product of the Salesforce, you will say your business requirement, according to your business requirement, they can provide the clouds. Okay. So likewise, I will show you something. Like if you go here and see here, you can see a kind of Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Communities Cloud. These clouds you can see, actually these are nothing but a ready-made application. So what Salesforce exactly is doing, they are giving you kind of ready-made application to you. They are telling with help of that ready-made application, you can just enhance as per your business requirement. Suppose you want to provide a service. So they will give you Service Cloud, and that with help of Service Cloud, they will give you kind of ready-made application, and they will say, as per your requirement, just try to configure it. So that is our developer work. That is the admin work. They have given the application. Already the application is ready. Now, as per your business requirement, as per your whatever you are trying to give the service, it can be anything. Either you are giving a service for air ticket, you are giving service for any online services, whatever. It can be anything. Like you are giving service for any laptop or anything. So as per your requirement, you have to set it down. So already ready-made application they are giving. That's also one of the biggest advantage with Salesforce. Just you have to configure as per your business requirement. right? So if you want to build it from the scratch, it will take a lot of time. It will take a lot of time. If someone is giving you ready-made application, just you have to configure as per your scenario. That's it. Everything is there already present, and just you have to configure it as per your business scenario. That's it. So that basis, the any companies is taking less time to create any application. So for them also it's beneficial, right? So that's why most of the company are buying more product of the Salesforce. That is the one of the reason. Okay. Yeah. So here I was talking about the Salesforce, like they are having multiple clouds, depends on your requirement, depends on the company requirement. They can provide you the cloud, either service cloud, sales cloud, whatever. They are having so many clouds with them. So that is the one reason, that is the one of the reason why Salesforce is top into the market. Okay. Any question up to here? Any doubt? Okay, fine. So here, yeah. So whenever I talk about the Salesforce is completely open source, you can say. So what all the facilities, what all the what all the sites they have given from for you, for the learner, for the beginner, that's it's kind of open. First of all, it's a completely open source. So they have given a free organization for you. So you don't have to worry to buy any organization to learning purpose. They have given a completely free organization to you for the learning purpose only. And this will be a similar to the original org. When you buy any organization and when you practice on the free org, this will be kind of it kind of similar only. There will be no much differences here and there. So that's the best way that you can learn it easily, Salesforce. Another authenticate site they have provided, that is called a Trailhead. So Trailhead is the kind of a learning website given by the Salesforce. So they will always suggest the people who is coming first time to learn a Salesforce, they will always suggest you to go to the Trailhead. So from here, you can just learn from the basic, from the scratch. Okay, it's more about the self-learning. It's Salesforce is more about the self-learning. Here, I can help you to make it faster, but it's not like that something that you cannot learn. You can learn it easily, but it will take some time if you are learning yourself. It's more about the self-learning only. But if you start from yourself, you will do it from yourself. It will take some time. But if I help you, might be it will reduce your time. That's it. Okay, so this is more about the self-learning, and they have given an complete platform organization. Also they have given the learning platform also. Whatever topic you want to learn, you can search it here, you can go and you can learn it from here. You can do practice also. So they have given all the facilities to you. So that is the one of the advantage of the Salesforce. Okay, so whenever I'm talking about a kind of opportunity in the Salesforce, so Salesforce is having very different opportunities. Like Salesforce, if you want to become a Salesforce admin, you can become a Salesforce admin. You can become a Salesforce tester. You can become a Salesforce business analyst. You can become a developer. You can become an architect. So we are having multiple opportunity into the Salesforce. Okay, so and apart from that, the very huge requirement is very huge into the Salesforce. Requirement is very huge. Existing requirement is very huge. So you will not struggle more to get the job into the Salesforce. That is the one of the advantages of Salesforce. You will not struggle more to get the job because of demand, because of huge demand. This is happening because of huge demand. It is happening. And apart from that, Salesforce is having their different functionality, their own functionality. Due to that also, this is top into the market, and people are, most of the company are buying the Salesforce product. So if they will buy more product, obviously they need more developers, more admin, more testers, right? That's why the demand is coming, in the huge, I mean, it's like, it's very huge, the demand in the market. You can see the graph also, how it looks like, how it is going ahead. They are having other features also. Due to that also, they are demanding to the market. Like other feature is like their license policy. The license policy is very nice. Like Salesforce will charge on the user basis. How many users you are having, that much they will charge. User licenses, basically they will charge on the user licenses. Suppose okay, so suppose what will happen. Suppose you are let me give you small example. Suppose in your company, you are going to a Salesforce. You are saying, I want to buy I want to buy any cloud like Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, whatever. I want to build my application or something. So they will ask you the requirement. Accordingly, they will suggest the clouds. Now you are saying, I have a 20 employee right now with me, right? So if you have a 20 employee, you need a 20 license, correct? You need a 20 license basically, right? So, but Salesforce will suggest you take more license, no problem. You can take 40 license also, no problem. You have a 20 employee, that's fine, but you can take 40 license, no problem. But they will charge for 20. They will not charge for 40. Why they are giving extra license? In coming days, suppose you are hiring more 5 people, more 5 employee you are hiring. So you need a 25 license in that situation. So again, you have to go and you have to talk to them. You have to get the license and all. It will be again the time consuming process. So you have already 40 license. You can use from here only. So now you are using 25 license. So you have to pay for 25 license. So it's the policy is very sharp. Like how much you are using, that much you have to pay. Pay as per use. How much you are using, that much you have to pay. So it's nice policy they have given. So this is also one of the advantage where the people are buying mostly going through the cloud technology, or you can say Salesforce side. Okay. Now some other advantages are also there with Salesforce. Like Salesforce is having different 3 releases in 1 year. So what exactly they are doing? They know if they have to survive into the market, they have to be top into the market, they have to regularly improve themselves, right? Any technology which has come into the market has to go one day for sure, correct? But Salesforce, no, if we have to be into the market for a long time, we have to improve ourselves every day, or we have to improve the technology or platform every day. For that basis, they are releasing 3 different release in 1 year, like winter, spring, summer. 3 different releases they will put. What exactly they will do in the releases? They will try to enhance their application. In every release, they will try to come up with new features. And how they will come up with the new features? They will always take the feedback from the client who is using their product. They will take a feedback regular basis. They will take a feedback, right? So with help of that feedback only, they are going to enhance. They are enhancing the complete platform, right? So this is the way how they are improving themselves. Apart from that, they are not still, like, as they know they are top into the market, still they are not kind of static. They are completely trying to acquire more market from other domain also. So what they are doing basically for that, they are trying to acquire more companies, like the top level companies. Like if you know about the Tabula, they have last year only they have acquired that Tabula also. So it was the one of the biggest company of the data analysis, right? So that they have acquired. Recently they have acquired the Velocity also. They have acquired the Slack also, right? So they know if they have to top into the market, they have to spread the branches. So from all areas, they are trying to keep it, with the market. They wanted to top into the market for the longer time. They know they have to go one day, that's fine. But how long we can survive, that is the challenge in the market, right? So for that purpose only, they are doing this kind of other practices. Because as we are every person, like as I assume, like most of the person are coming into Salesforce are experienced only. It's not like mostly like experienced person are coming, they want to switch their domain and they are coming to the Salesforce. So we have to think twice or thrice also if we are switching the domain, either it's secure or not, either it will be for longer time or not. So I can assure you up to 15 years it will be there for into the market for sure. It is not going down anywhere. So demand will be that much only, because what they are doing, they're trying to improve their complete platform, their application as per the latest technology. Like they have implemented BI. In coming days, they are going to implement AI also, machine learning also, because they know that is the future of the IT industry, right? So they are going to implement those things also. Okay, so these are the most other ways are there why the top Salesforce is top in the market. Okay, so let's talk something technical. Like I was discussing about the business side, so let's talk something about the technical side also. Suppose we know, like like I just give an example of kind of Amazon or Flipkart or something, right? That CRM kind of thing. So what exactly they are doing? So they are mostly focused on the data side, correct? Means how many customer they will have, that much business they will do. So whenever you are creating any CRM, we have to more focus on the data side, how we can store the data, how we can do analysis of the data, how we can get the result from the data, right? So it's all about the data, it's all about the record for any company. So today's market or today's world, if you say, data is very important. More and more data, and how we can do analysis on the data, how we can put the correct data. Sometimes we will have a bad data also, how we can avoid to put the bad data, how we can avoid to store the bad data, that also we have to do. So basically our target is to store more and more records or data. So where exactly we are storing the data into the Salesforce? So whatever you're seeing here, these are the object into the Salesforce, and basically we are storing data into these objects only. We are storing a data in these objects only. So what exactly object means into the Salesforce, that we have to understand first of all. What is object? So let me tell you that. So let me tell you about the object first of all. Suppose I have created a simple table where I'm just filling it with the name, like address, like can just put it like any company name, the person company name, right? So that what I am putting here. So I can put the name, I can put the address, I can put the company name, I can put the other people name also. It can be other address also. It can be other company also. Right. So basically, what exactly we are trying to do? We are trying to store the data kind of thing, right? So here into the Salesforce, how the structure will be, when we talk towards the column basis, we call it as a field. This is called a field. When we talk about the column basis, so name is a field and Subodh is a field value. Address is the field and this is the field value. Company is the field and this is a field value and this is a field value. When we talk towards the row basis, we call it as a record. So record is nothing but a combination of field values, correct? It's nothing but a combination of field value, or you can say it's a complete information of one person. Correct? So what exactly I am trying to tell you, whenever we are talking towards the row in Salesforce, so we call it as a record. Whenever we talk in the column into Salesforce, we call it as a field, and this is the field values. And whenever I'm asking what exactly object means, so you can directly tell overall thing is an object. So how you are going to define the object here? How we can define the object here? We can define like it's nothing but a combination of fields and records. It will have a multiple fields. So many fields will be there and so many records will be there. So you can say it's a combination of fields and records. Other way, you can say it's a kind of table where we are storing our data. Correct? In simple language, you can say it's kind of a bucket where we are keeping our things. So I think it's clear to you, right? So this is the called object. Object is nothing but a combination of fields and records. Okay. The same thing, how it looks like on the real time in the UI. So suppose I'm clicking anywhere. I'm clicking any of the object. Okay. Let me make it like that. Okay. I'm clicking on any object. So I have clicked here. So whenever I go towards the column basis, what we call it exactly we call account name, what we can call it? It is a field. This is a field. This is a field, and this is a field. And these are what? These are the field value. These are the field value. This is the field, and these are the field values. Correct? These are the field value. When we talk towards the row basis, we can tell this is the one record. This is one record. Suppose I click here. So this I will open a record. Record is nothing but a combination of field values. So this is the record. Here you can see. This is the field and this is the field value. This is a field and this is a field value. But overall, we talk it as a record. So it's a combination of field values. Right? It's so many values are available. So this is called a record. So in Salesforce, we call it as a record. Sometimes we call it as a detail page also. Sometimes we call it as a detail page also into the Salesforce. We can tell it's a record. This is a record name. You can say this is a record name and this is a record. Record means a combination of field values. I think it's you understood, right? What exactly object means and what is the field and what is the record. This is the base of Salesforce, basically. Okay. Up to here, any doubt if you are having, you can ask me. So I'm assuming there is no doubt. Correct? So see, this is that with one survey, we have found like what all the opportunities are available into the market. So according to the survey, these are the opportunity which is still it's present to the market. So so demand wise, it's very huge demand into the market. So getting job, it's not a big deal. First of all, we have to learn it properly. Like getting job is not a big deal here into the Salesforce, but how you will be working in Salesforce, that is the challenge thing, right? So for that only we have to learn it properly. So with our training, we will be mostly focused on the real-time training. Will not give you any theory or go by heart or something like that. We will mostly focus on the practical knowledge. We will mostly focus on the practical knowledge. Okay, so around 22 to 24 hours, we will be doing the admin part. We will be doing, and after that admin, we will be having a kind of one project. At least any cloud, Sales Cloud or Service Cloud, some cloud, we will have the project. Okay, after that we will move to the kind of CV preparation, and then interview preparation. So after admin we are done, we will go for the interview preparation and all. Fine. Once we are done, so it will take around around 4 to 5 hours something, like a project and and CV preparation, and then kind of interview preparation for the admin only. After we are done with the admin, then we will move to the development side. But meanwhile, I suggest everyone to go for interview. You can go for the interview. Okay, so you can just go to the interview. You can start giving the interviews, right? So as like you will start the interview, then you will get kind of some knowledge what is going on in the market, what people are looking for. So meanwhile, we will start the development side also, and we will start doing some development. So as we are learning more and more, you have to update your CV regular basis. After 3 years, after 3 days, 4 days, you have to just update your CVs, and you have to update it accordingly. So after we are done with the complete session, you can completely you can go as a developer only. So here with our training, I'm looking like at least you should mention yourself as 2 years, at least 2 years or 3 years experience. Okay, so this is the short I have given the training schedule, but I have a complete syllabus. Let me show you that also. So I have a complete syllabus here, like admin, how exactly will proceed. So we have like complete basic of cloud and overview of CRM, like completely from the basic scratch we will go. We'll not jump to any high level things. We'll start from the basic only. So we'll go for the complete basic about the CRM and all, SaaS architect of the Salesforce, everything we'll see. Then only we'll start building any application. In the building process of building application, we will learn about the object, tab, fields. These things we'll learn there only. Then we'll go with some advanced thing, like advanced field, like validation rule and page layout. This will we will be seeing. Okay, then we'll move to the kind of relationship, how one object is related to other object. So that we will be seeing, right? So after that, security and like sharing data and all, we will be seeing. So I don't know, are you aware or not? If you are not, obviously you will not be aware, but these are the part of the curriculum. Like then we will go for the automation, how we can automate our system without writing a code. How we can automate our system. That's the biggest advantage Salesforce is having. So we can do it without writing a code. We can automate our system. So that we will be seeing the automation completely. Then if someone is like very much interested to deployment a tool, so I will be telling you the VS Code, how exactly we work in VS Code, how exactly we deploy the code from one org to another org. Then data management also we will be seeing. Data management is nothing but like, suppose you are having very huge records in your organization, like lakhs of record, 2 lakhs, 10 lakhs record, how you're going to update it, how you're going to delete it, how you're going to insert it. So all the operation we will be seeing with huge number of records, bulk records. So these are the syllabus for admin. These are the complete syllabus for admin. Okay, whatever I have just explained you, these are the admin syllabus. Okay, so this is the admin syllabus. Now, after we are done with the admin, we'll start with the development. So development, I'll start with the scratch, like basic. So just I am assuming that people are not aware of the development, so that's why I start from the basic. And a good part of the Salesforce is like we don't have to learn, we don't have to do it more coding. That is also mostly it's kind of automated system, right? It's kind of platform, so it's everything is automated mostly. You can get it kind of standard method also, standard interface also, which has been provided by Salesforce, so you don't have to worry more. Just you have to just worry about the logic, that's it, and everything is already ready-made available, right? So this is anyhow it's available, like this it will not take much time to you to learn. And if you are having some core Java knowledge, that will help you a lot to do the Apex classes. It's a similar to the core Java only. This is the basically backend language for the Salesforce. We call it as Apex. This is a backend language for the Salesforce, so we have to learn this. It's similar to core Java, but not that much like how we used to do in core Java, like multi-threading or a linked list or something like that. That is not that much complicated anyhow. It's a very straightforward. Salesforce Apex is very straightforward. Okay, then we will go to the core concept of the Salesforce kind of trigger and all that we will learn. We will do practice, and test classes will do practice. Okay, backend thing also we'll do, like SQL, like database side, how we can retrieve the data and all that we will be doing. Okay, then after we are done with the backend language, we will be starting the front end, that is the Aura component, what we will be doing, how we can design page and all, everything we will be seeing, like how we can create a component, different component, how we can use, where we can use. So that we will be seeing with the Aura component. Okay, so all the contents are available here, so that we will be doing one by one if time allows. So I will be explaining you a little bit about the integration also, so that cracking interview will be bit easier. If you are having some basic knowledge of integration, it will be easier for cracking the interview. But again, a complete depth I'll not go, but high level I'll tell you. So how exactly it works, so that I will tell you. I will tell you methods and all, so that at least you can answer in the interview. You can say I have basic knowledge, at least you can answer. Okay, so that I will be explaining you. Okay, so these are the part of curriculum what I have showed you. So up to here, any questions? Anyone is having any question? Okay, so that's fine. So this is like all about the you can say like Salesforce. Now just I wanted to ask from your side, like if you have any question regarding the syllabus, regarding the time, regarding the opportunity, regarding the roles present in the market, regarding the interview, anything you can ask me right now. Anyone is having any questions that you want to ask?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, please ask me.
Hello. Yeah, my name is Somil. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, Miss. I want to know about the Salesforce Lightning. Miss, it will cover what it is a different or it's admin or development level only.
So I didn't get your question exactly. What exactly you are asking? Can you repeat it?
Salesforce Lightning, you told me at the last what it is exactly means. This admin and development, I know that what
Mhm.
it will cover in that syllabus. Yeah, means Lightning is what it is exactly.
So Lightning is Aura component what we are going to cover into the our syllabus. Aura component in the Lightning. Okay.
Okay. And means in development, we have to code the whole programming language or only HTML and JavaScript.
It's a mixed up kind of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and backend. For backend Apex we are writing. So it's kind of mixed up.
Okay. And if we'll complete the this course, so how
Mhm.
will get the job opportunities? It will be considered as a fresher or will count the experience or own background?
So actually, what exactly we are targeting, we are giving you kind of real time experience, so that you can just say yourself like you are a 2 year or 3 year experience. So whatever you are doing right now, you the same thing you can convert into the Salesforce as a technical, and you can show yourself like you are experienced. Okay, because we are focused more on the real time practice, so we'll be giving you kind of complete real time project and everything, so you can say yourself like you are a 2 year experience or 3 year experience, then only you can go for the interview.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
I
Any
have
other
a one.
question?
Yes, I
Yeah.
have one questions.
Mhm.
Is there any open source software available for the Salesforce where we can do the practice and gain some more hands-on on it?
Yes, we have. It's
Okay.
completely open source. We have so many resources available given by Salesforce only. We have a free organization, we have a free learning platform, we have so many things, so you don't have to worry about that also.
Okay. So is it more like to relational database like Oracle and Sybase or see, because earlier in slides you mentioned some rows and
Hmm.
fields and
Correct. It's more about the same. I think if you know about the Sibyl or something other things also, it's kind of similar only. So there the terminology will be different. Here the terminology will be different, but it's kind of similar, and you can say it's kind of advanced for from them.
okay.
That's it. Because the concept anyhow, the CRM concept will never change. You go either in Microsoft or Oracle or Salesforce, the concept will be same, right? But the way will be different only. How we are doing, how they are doing. Correct?
Okay, yeah, correct. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Thanks. Sir.
Thank you. Any other doubt? Any other question?
Can I know the class timings every day, please?
It will be 8 p.m. What we are preferring 8 p.m. IST.
Only in 8 p.m. or any other timings do you have?
Morning we have like morning we have, but that batch is having already 3 to 4 classes already. So either you have to take a backup class or you have to see the recordings.
Okay, where can I get the recordings?
We have recordings we can share with you. Any other doubts? Any other doubts? If you are having, you can ask me.
Hello.
Yes. Yes.
E-batch. When will this batch will start?
Mostly 6th. What we are planning to start 6th.
6th January. Okay.
Yes.
What are the? I mean, what are the prices for this class and how many sections?
So you can just ask Tiru or Kishore sir. They will be informing you about that.
Okay.
Okay. And from who has shared the link to you know, either you can ask that to that person also.
Actually, I got this forward. So.
Oh.
Okay.
So Tiru, are you here? So can you hello? So can you
Yes,
message
yes.
her Rajni directly?
Yes, sure. Sure. We'll take care.
Thank you. Yeah.
Rajni, okay?
Yes,
Can you
okay,
please
I got
text
this.
to, okay? Can you please send me an okay, WhatsApp message, or you can drop an email.
Okay.
We'll give reply. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Any other doubt anyone is having? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I think we don't have any queries. Then we can we can wrap up. I think, right?
Yeah. Thanks, Subodh. Thanks for your time. Thanks,
Yeah,
everyone.
thank.
The regular batch will be starting from 6th January, means okay, day after tomorrow. The timing will be at 8 p.m. IST, the regular class. Just for demo purpose, okay, we arranged a call at 9 p.m. today, but usually the regular class will be starting day after tomorrow, 8 p.m. IST. Yeah. Okay. If you want to enroll the regular classes, please contact to SVTechsoft. Here actually, we mention our email address and the contact number. You can send WhatsApp message as well. Okay. We'll be in touch with you guys. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Subbu. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, bye.
Thank you.